All right, let's talk about one of the most useful and honestly one of the simplest words in the entire Spanish language. If you've ever gotten your brain in a twist trying to figure out when to say there is versus there are, well, you're gonna love this. Let's jump right in.
So just think about English for a second. Every time we talk about something existing, we have to do this quick mental check, right? Is it one thing? Okay, there is. Is it more than one? Whoops, gotta switch to there are. We do it without thinking, but it's an extra step that Spanish learners have to grapple with.
But in Spanish? Oh, they have completely streamlined this. It's brilliant. Where we need two different forms, Spanish has one single, elegant, does-it-all word. Hey. That's it. H-A-Y. One word, no matter what.
So let's just lock that in. Hey is the word you grab anytime you want to talk about the existence of something. It doesn't matter if it's one cat or a million cats. If you just want to say that something is there, hey is your word.
And now we get to my favorite part. There's one golden rule for using hey, and trust me, it's going to make your day.
Here it is. The golden rule is hay never ever changes. Now, technically, it comes from the verb haber, but you can just file that away for later. For our purposes, when you're talking about existence, the word is hay. Always. It doesn't matter who's talking, what you're talking about, it's just hay.
And this is so important. You're never gonna say hayo or haze. No, it is always hey. This is one of those beautiful, rare moments in learning a language where you just memorize one thing and you are good to go.
Okay, so we've got our super word, we've got our golden rule. Let's start actually building some sentences that you can use, like today. The basic formula is about as simple as it gets. Seriously, it's 2 steps. You start with hey, and then you just say what the thing is. That's it. Let's look at some examples. So, let's say we're talking about one book. You just say, hay un libro. I takes care of the there is part, and un libro is a book. Easy, right? Now here's the magic. What if we have multiple books? What changes? Only the word for books. The word hey stays exactly the same. Hey libros. There are books. How cool is that? So efficient.
And of course, this is perfect for when you know the exact number of things. You just pop the number right in there. Hay 3 libros. There are 3 books. Again, notice I doesn't change. It just doesn't care how many books there are.
Ready to level up? Let's add one more piece to the puzzle to make our sentences even more useful. After you say what exists, you can tell us where it exists. Here's a phrase you'll definitely use when traveling. Hay un banco cerca. There is a bank nearby. See the pattern? Hay to say it exists, un banco is the thing, and cerca is the location.
Fantastic! You can now officially announce the existence of things. But what if something isn't there? Or what if you need to ask? Let's expand your toolkit to negatives and questions.
You're gonna love this. To say there isn't or there aren't, all you do is put the word no right in front of I. That's the whole rule. No I. And this gives us probably one of the most famous Spanish phrases out there, no hay problema. There is no problem. You've definitely heard it, and now you know exactly why it works.
So what about asking questions? Well, get this. A lot of the time, you don't even have to change the order of the words. You just change your voice. You make your tone go up at the end. In writing, of course, you'd see the question marks.
Here is the most useful question you might ever learn. Instead of the flat statement, hay un baño, you ask, hay un baño? Hear that? That little lift at the end? That's what turns it into a question. So simple.
Okay, you have the fundamentals completely down. Now let's talk about the one little trap that a lot of learners fall into. If you can avoid this, you're going to sound so much more natural.
All right, pay close attention here. When you are introducing a thing for the first time, when you're just stating that it exists somewhere, you have to use hey. A really common mistake is to use the verb está, like está un libro. No, the right way is hay un libro en la mesa. You use I to say that something is there.
Whew! Okay, that was a whirlwind, but it all comes down to a few really simple ideas. So, what do you say we do a quick practice run to make sure this all sticks?
All right, it's your turn. How would you say there are many people in Spanish? Remember our one magic word. Don't worry about plural or singular. Take a second, think about it, maybe even say it out loud.
And the answer is, hay muchas personas. Did you get it?
hay takes care of there are, and muchas personas is many people.
See? You're getting the hang of this. So, let's wrap up with this idea. You've just mastered hey, which is the verb for pure existence. That should get you thinking, if hey just says that something is there, what verbs do you think you'd use for everything else? Like describing what something is like, or talking about where a specific thing is. Well, that's your next adventure, and it involves the famous verbs ser and estar. Thanks for diving into this with me.